At power forward, Kevin Garnett. At center, Karl Anthony Towns. At point guard, Ricky Rubio. At the other forward position, Andrew Wiggins. At the other guard position, Freak. The head coach of the visiting team is Sam Mitchell. Starting at shooting guard, 6 feet 4 inches, number 3, Dion Waiters. At the center position, standing 6'11", number 11, Enes Kanter. At forward, 6'10", from the Congo, number 9, Serge Ibaka. And at guard, 6'3", from UCLA, number 0, Russell Westbrook. At forward, 6'9", from Texas, number 35, Kevin Durant. The head coach of your home team.
It's an all-Western Conference matchup in today's game as the Timberwolves come into town for this one. 2K Sports brings you Friday night NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. And for the Minnesota Timberwolves, they want to turn the season series around as they lost their last matchup against the Thunder. And a win here would really be a psychological win for them as well. Nothing's more damaging than getting completely swept by a team throughout the season.
And that was a game where you just sensed that they would get it going and somehow be able to come out with the victory, but just not in the cards on that night.
Well, you had a little more faith in them than I did. I mean, I just never saw any signs of real life there that could be sustained.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So on the floor for Minnesota, Freak in at shooting guard. Towns is out there with Garnett. Then it's Ricky Rubio. And it's Wiggins in at the small forward.
Yeah, and a big year for Enes Kanter last season. I mean, traded from the Jazz to the Thunder and finally saw the minutes that he was hoping for.
Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Freak with it. A 35-point game for him in the win against San Antonio.
But it didn't deter him from attacking defensively. His pressure was terrific. He also got 3 steals in that game.
And he gets it to go. And Kanter did play well with the increased minutes last season. Clark averaged a double-double after the trade.
I think it was a great fit for him in Oklahoma City. He still has work to do, but now that he feels like he's in the right environment, I think we're going to see that great potential of his start to come to fruition.
5 on the clock, and Ibaka slams it in.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
Kicks to Freak. This one for 3. The Thunder pull. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Their shooting percentage in that game was ridiculous. I mean, they created a lot of good looks for themselves, and you could see they were in rhythm and just continued to knock them down.
And, guys, I thought the key was simply getting that ball side to side, reversing it, keeping pressure on the defense. That really opened up the court for them, and I think that's why they got so many good shots.
Garnett loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Freak.
Garnett's got his first basket of the night. Outside Westbrook. Kanter sets the pick for Westbrook. Screen by Ibaka. Again, the Thunder score.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
Now here's Durant. What a tremendous game he played against the Clippers. And he gets the bucket. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
And that one's good. Freak. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Thunder have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Here's Westbrook, and it's blocked. Minnesota in the lead. Rubio with it, and it's Waiters picking him up. And Rubio kicks to Freak. On the wing, Wiggins. Shot clock at 6. Here's Freak. That one bounces around and comes back out.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Here's Rubio, and you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
The Minnesota Timberwolves come into this one after the win against San Antonio.
Yeah, struggled to shoot the basketball in that game, but still found a way, if you will. I mean, they had to pick up the slack in a lot of other areas, and they did.
And, Greg, you know, not too many teams are going to win shooting that poorly from the floor. So I'd have to say it says a lot about them as a ball club to win with that poor shooting performance.
Durant kicks to Ibaka. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Ibaka's got 5 now.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Let's face it, the defense is a step slow. You've got to take away the airspace.
And it's Freak missing. We know Oklahoma City has the stars, the big names, the offensive flair. But, you know, Greg, this team, and you appreciate this, is a very tough defensive group.
Yeah, I think they've matured in that area. In the past, that wasn't always true. But last year, the Thunder really hung their hat on their defense. Top 10 in opponents' field goal percentage.
Now, Rubio. After Dion Waiters' three-pointer that didn't go. Rubio, the pass to Freak, tries a 3, and the shot is good. Freak's got his second bucket of the night.
You know what? Struggling a little bit, but I do command the effort. 2 of 8 from the field. Let's see if that one gets him going.
They set the screen. Here's Waiters looking for his first basket still in this, and he gets it to go.
And another lead change here. How many of these are we going to have tonight?
I'm not quite sure, but I'm willing to bet it'll be more than a few.
OKC, make some noise.
Now let's quickly bring up the list of point guards whose steal totals in the second half of the season have been standing out. Russell Westbrook, number 1.
And all those swipes have come for him because of that endless energy with which he plays on the defensive end. I mean, whoever he's guarding, he sticks to them like glue on the perimeter.
You know, for many point guards in this league, defense is an afterthought. He's not one of those guys. I mean, he puts as much into his D as he does into his O.
And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. With the teardrop, and it's Freak with the rebound.
And trying to come up with a highlight reel finish, somebody forgot to finish it.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
And that one's good. Freak's got his third basket of the night.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
I briefly spoke with Billy Donovan. We talked about the challenges posed by a player like Ricky Rubio, such a tremendous passer and floor general. Coach said, we know he can make plays, but making shots is where he's been less effective. We need to focus on staying home and forcing him to beat us with his scoring. Guys, we'll see if they can limit his highlight reel dimes. Back to you.
Thank you, Doris.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Now, here's Westbrook. A 20-point game for him in the win against the Clippers. Now here's Freak, defended by Durant. Now here's Freak. The drive by Rubio. That gives them the lead. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
Boy, this game is off to a flying start.
Yeah, we're seeing some high-octane offense from both sides in this one.
Ibaka, wide open, he fires. The Thunder with another miss.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
And Towns gets it to go.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash-mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
OKC, make some noise for your Thunder Girls.
For Oklahoma City. Minnesota shooting well, 50% from the floor. Canner is the power forward with Adams in the middle. Morrow is the 2 with Durant the 3. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. Now Westbrook following the three-point attempt by Freak. Well, you knew something was amiss with Durant last year. They eventually shut him down for the entire season after he was injured, which was the safe thing to do, and Greg, the right thing to do.
Absolutely. When you have a franchise player trying to work back from injury, no need to try and get a few more games from him at the risk of derailing his career. Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fellas.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Waiters is checked in. Now here's Freak, down low. Rubio left side. Garnett with a screen on Westbrook. 6 to shoot. And it's good once more. Nice make there from Freak. And it's a 6-point Timberwolves lead.
For Durant, KD did try to return last season, but that foot just wouldn't cooperate, and that's when they had to shut him down.
And you know, you can feel the desperation right now. They're starting to lose their composure offensively.
Yeah, it's palpable, Greg. I mean, clearly you can see the frustration. And it's understandable. I mean, right now they're on the wrong side of a big run.
I had a chance to look at some stats for Garnett. Since the break, he's come back strong, really making his presence felt. Averaging about 7 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he does the heavy lifting on the glass, throwing himself into the rebounding battle with just complete effort.
Sure is. I mean, he thinks every rebound is his, and most of them are. That's why he's putting up such big numbers.
One last thing with Durant's foot. Foot injuries can be a scary thing in the NBA. Along with these, those are the injuries you don't want to risk anything with.
Both shots good from the stripe. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And Rubio kicks to Freak. Durant with the steal. And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. Looking to end his...
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for him.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. 5 to shoot. There's Freak. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And that's going to increase the field goal percentage even more. They have a huge edge in that category.
And that's because they've been playing smart basketball. I mean, they've been very patient offensively, and their shot selection has been superb.
They get it back. It's tipped. Rubio against Westbrook. Here's Freak. Kept alive, Minnesota. Towns dishes to Rubio. Garnett the pass to Freak. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. And now it's a 10-point Minnesota lead.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Cantor kicks to Waiters. Outside Durant. There's a screen by Cantor. Durant the pass to Waiters. Misses for the 5th time this game. Mark him at 1 for 6. Rubio outside. There's the dish to Garnett. Inside, Wiggins. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, guys, in the NBA, you learn things by doing them in game-time action. And Andrew Wiggins had plenty of time to learn on the job. He was 2nd in the league in minutes played last season, only behind James Harden.
Thunder trailing by 12. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Here's Westbrook. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that 2-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Shot from free throw range, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. Durant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
Scooped up.
You know what? You just cannot get much better of a look than that one.
Exactly. I mean, no way you expect him to miss that shot.
Now, here's Cantor. He had 25 points last game. Now, here's Waiters. Defense right on him. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
And really, just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
Feeds it to Wiggins. Now here's Freak. He is guarded by Waiters. Here's Freak. Russell Westbrook with the rebound.
Just tentative in the paint. Lacking a little bit of confidence. Allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Cantor's shot is off.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Freak dishes to Garnett. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And here we go with Waiters, running it up the court. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got his 5th assist in this one.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Timberwolves leading by 8. And Rubio kicks to Garnett. Now Rubio. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Wiggins passes to Freak. Just 5 to shoot. Fires from deep. Westbrook pulls it in. Westbrook's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Good. That's 12 points for Kevin Durant.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggressiveness.
And here is Durant following the three-pointer by Freak. Adams' shot is good.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Spurs got down to business. He had 35 points and the basket seemed pretty big to him. He didn't miss a whole lot all night. It was a performance for the ages and one that will have the whole league talking.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponent.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark. Brilliant throwdown.
Just exerting his authority on that play.
And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
Just absolute domination, and this one's for free. He's got 27 points and just an amazing performance from downtown.
He is pouring it in from three, guys. You know how much I love to see guys knocking down buckets.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. Mitch McGary's checked in for Steven Adams. Baca comes in for Cantor. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Dion Waiters. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Russell Westbrook.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending.
And that one's good. Durant.
Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
And that's 10 of their last 12 points that have come off assists.
Begovic with a screen.
Move the ball. Stick it
Here's
to the
Freak. Broke loose. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Morrow, no good. Minnesota leading by 6. And the Thunder pushing it up now. That's in. Augustine with the assist. Morrow's got his first points of the game.
You know, there's no fear out of him, guys. I mean, going straight to the hoop against a much bigger defender, he's got a lot of heart.
Here's Freak. Begovic with a screen on Augustine. And that one's good. Freak. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
And the foul. And we're through the foot.
Kevin, we just witnessed what was an amazing offensive display from this guy in the first half. Where did that scoring explosion come from?
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
You just can't shoot the triple any better than he did in that first half. That was incredible.
And here in the second, Greg, he's got to just keep taking them and making them. And if that's the case, no reason for him to stop.
Thunder trailing by 5 on the court for Minnesota. Freak in a 2-guard. Wiggins is out there with Garnett. Then there's Towns, and it's Rubio in at the 1 spot. Minnesota's gone 7-15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot.
Move the ball. Stick it to the...
Now here's Freak. He's covered closely. Clock at 4. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Westbrook's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And who could forget the tear that Westbrook went on last season? I mean, after the All-Star break, it was just triple-double after triple-double for him.
That's not how you want to kick off the second half with 3 straight misses.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Here's Towns. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Towns has got the first points to start out the third quarter for Minnesota. Greg, for Westbrook, as you were talking about him, the triple-double stretch included 4 in a row. He had 6 triple-doubles, Clark, in 8 games. He was sensational.
Yeah, it really was, Kevin. And what's even more amazing was that he was very close to a triple-double, even on the nights he didn't get one. Man, he's a guy who showed you what it means to carry a team.
Can't stop this.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second chance.
And the foul called on Freak. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. And the foul called on Freak. That's his 4th foul of the contest. And the Timberwolves getting ready for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Cantor. McGarry comes in for Serge Ibaka. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Dion Waiters. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Freak dishes to Jang. Over to the left wing. And Muhammad kicks to Freak. 5 on the clock for the lead. Tipped away. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Sinks it. And the shot from McGarry. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
Oklahoma City has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. They double in with Freak. Pass to Augustine. Durant for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Here's Freak. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. The Thunder have gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime. Shooting 8 of 15. 3-pointer Augustine. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Jang with a screen on Augustine. Miller kicks to Freak. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Freak's got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves. Dishes to Adams. He kicks to Durant. There's the pick. He feeds it to Morrow. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
Boy, that mid-range jumper is a beautiful thing to have in your bag, and they've had it going today.
And some say it's a lost art, but they're getting excellent results with it tonight.
And that one's good. Freak.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Durant kicks to Morrow. Augustine passes to Morrow. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
OKC, make some noise for your Thunder Girls.
Well, always interesting to check out the first-year stars of the NBA, and on that are the rookies who have been almost automatic from the field this past month. Freak, number 1. And, of course, Karl Anthony Towns.
And both of them are just explosive scorers around the rim, able to get in close, and that's a key to getting high percentage shots.
You know, 3 things you don't expect out of guys that young: consistency, consistency, consistency. They brought it all month long.
Chang against Augustine. The timely screen gave him a step, but he took it all the way.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
Here's Freak. That one a little long. The Thunder leading by 4. Guys, a potent offense right now.
Yeah, Kevin, really the offense is flowing quite nicely right now.
You know what, guys, and they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Boy, what a half from the field they're having. They're going to extend that lead if they stay this high.
Yeah, they've taken it up a notch, Clark, looking very confident right now.
And Rubio kicks to Freak. And nothing is falling for him right now.
OKC, make some noise for yours.
And the final period of play just about to start. Oklahoma City. Morrow comes in for Kevin Durant. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Dion Waiters. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Freaks checked in for Kevin Martin. Inside, you got Ibaka and Canner. DJ Augustine out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Morrow in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Rubio dishes to Freak. Off the pick. And it's good on the layup. Freak's got 43 points.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect them to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes them change plans.
Augustine, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to be on Freak.
Been a big game for Augustine. 13 points, and he's got 9 points from behind the arc.
And that's been an important part of his game today. It's really space the floor.
The first one falls.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half, it's been nothing but success for them there.
Yeah, taking full advantage from the charity stripe. They've yet to miss here in the second.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Durant's checked in. Rubio, the pass to Freak. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. 46 points for Freak.
And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy three-pointer.
And it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Garnett.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
Dion Waiters checked in for the Thunder.
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
And Rubio kicks to Wiggins. And Freak throws it down.
Grown man's power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of it.
Clark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
And we've seen those kinds of plays get them fired up in the past.
Durant with it. Now defended by Wiggins. It's Westbrook with the drive. And he gets it to go.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Timberwolves trail by 10. And here's Rubio. Towns dishes to Freak. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Wiggins passes to Rubio. Knocks it loose. Now here's Towns. He's guarded by Waiters. Garnett, the screen. We've got 1:48 left here in the fourth quarter.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Towns kicks to Freak. Just 5 on the clock. Fades. Puts up the baby hook. Expanding his range. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Freak's got 52 points.
Terrific assist that time by Rubio.
And Waiters kicks to Westbrook. 1:05 left in the game. Good D by Rubio. Timberwolves trail by 10. In the corner, it's Freak for the three. And another three for Minnesota.
He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of quarter.
Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. And Westbrook, here we go. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
It's hard to believe he's a point guard. I mean, he can power those dunks down as well as any big man in the league.
If not better. If not better. He's a phenomenal finisher.
Enjoy seeing that kind of bounce out of that spot on the floor.
And the foul called on Freak. And so he's picked up his final foul. So no problem for Oklahoma City is the...
Yes, thank you.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Durant. Kenny, your thoughts?
This was vintage Kevin Durant we saw tonight, fellas. Just tearing it up. He's got the most diverse.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.
Yo, Freak, what's up, baby? What's up?
I never had him.
tough matchup tonight. We could very well end up facing these guys in the postseason. So it's important to learn what we can and show them we're not about to back down. If we get it done here, it'll give us that much more confidence if we see them again. The stakes are raising every day at this point, so I better man up.
Captivating time-lapse view of the traffic on the historic 3rd Avenue Bridge, a landmark here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Thanks for joining us live for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg alongside, and our sideline reporter tonight is Doris Burke. This homestand ends here for the Timberwolves as they get ready to hit the road. Last time they met was in Los Angeles, where they beat the Clippers. And they'd love to go for the sweep here and make it 4-0 in the season series.
And they ran their offense nearly to perfection in that one. Very few possessions were wasted.
Yeah, they put the mute button on them that time. I mean, in front of a hostile crowd, they never let the fans get going. They silenced them over and over again with big, timely shots.
All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. And it's Pierce in at the 3. Shot clock at 3. And it's Freak missing.
Boy, Doc Rivers keeps on leading his teams to successful seasons. A former coach of the year rarely has a season where his team doesn't meet expectations.
And that one's good.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Freak's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Picked by Griffin. Now here's Redick. Defense is right there. Rebound Minnesota. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And in that game, they get damaged in a variety of ways. They were more or less unstoppable offensively.
Showed off all of their weapons and resources at that end of the floor. Really just put on a marvelous show.
Here's Redick following the basket by Andrew Wiggins. Jordan the pass to Paul. Jordan the screen. Now Redick. He had 28 points in the win against Boston. The shot is off.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Here's Towns. Griffin with the steal. Pierce with it. Now Garnett defending. Pierce kicks to Paul. Picked by Griffin. Feeds to Redick. No one near him. The offensive rebound. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Drills it from outside. Redick's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Garnett, the screen. The feed to Towns. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Karl Anthony Towns didn't come into the previous year as the most highly touted prospect, Clark, but his play last year at Kentucky would change that.
No question about it. People knew he was going to be good, Kevin, but few saw him being this good. He showed he could do a little bit of everything as a Kentucky big.
Now here's Paul. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Boston.
And how about the extraordinary display of his passing in that game? He was making all the right decisions and had their offense humming.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And guys, with Towns, he is so valuable in every aspect of the game. Really great at both ends of the floor. His defense is as strong as it gets for a first-year player.
Now here's Paul. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Redick's got 5. The Timberwolves trail.
And perhaps the biggest plus about Towns is his upside. I mean, he's shown that he can make big strides in his level of play. Already good at shooting from outside and can play either post spot, too.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here's Paul. Baseline try. Good on the jump shot. Paul's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Exactly what they want right there. Continue to get good looks.
Wiggins against Pierce. Wiggins dishes to Freak. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. That's now 8 points for Freak. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. Garnett kicks to Freak. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Here is Paul following the basket by Andrew Wiggins and is on a bounce to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. Redick inside the line, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off. Rubio outside. Pass to Freak. Fires the 3. That shot is off. Coming up empty for the second time this game. 4 for 6. And Redick kicks to Griffin. Dishes it to Redick. Back to Pierce. It's rebounded by Towns.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Shoots from the elbow, and there's another one for the Timberwolves. We've got a moment now to go to...
Playing too much on the floor. Look to dump the ball inside.
Shooters. Freak is second. Karl Anthony Towns fourth.
And both of them are just explosive scorers around the rim, able to get in close, and that's a key to getting high percentage shots.
You know, 3 things you don't expect out of guys that young: consistency, consistency, consistency. They brought it all month long.
Now, here's Rubio, following the shot by Chris Paul. And Freak throws it down.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the 2-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Now here's Paul. He's got 6. Wide open look. That's good. Paul's got 8 points.
What a move, guys. I mean, he's absolutely embarrassing them out there right now.
Well, that's an ankle breaker, Greg. You know that. And then he calmly knocked it down. Sweet.
Here's Bekovic. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Phoenix. Right wing, the 17-footer. And the basket good. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
Well, if you like offense, that's what you're getting here early on.
This has a little bit of playground feel to it, fellas. I mean, forget about defending. Just outscore the other team. Let it fly. Boy, that's a rebounding clinic right there. He boxed out and then went up aggressively and strong for it.
And he gets it to go. And now a 7-point Timberwolves lead.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And it's Paul missing.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Rubio, the pass to Freak. There's the pick. He feeds it to Pekovic. He dishes it to Freak. Outside, Pierce. All up top, plenty of space. Gets the front of the rim and out. Timberwolves leading by 7. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Kevin, I briefly spoke with Doc Rivers. He told me what has pleased him most about his team is how well they are playing together on the offensive end, saying it's playing together on the same page and functioning as a unit instead of as a group of individuals. It's something we hope we can continue. We'll see if that's the case, guys.
Thank you, Doris. Do you guys think their shooting will play as...
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
I think it's going to be all about creating those high-quality chances.
Which means they need constant movement of the ball and crisp passing. I mean, that's the way you get good looks.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Jang, he's checked in for Towns. Martin comes in for Wiggins. And Miller subbed in for Ricky Rubio. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Josh Smith, he's checked in for Griffin. Lance Stevenson comes in for Paul Pierce. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Austin Rivers in for Chris Paul. Here's Pekovic. Jordan with some nice D.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
And really, the last few seasons, the Clippers have been one of the most consistently strong teams in the league. A far cry from when they were a bottom feeder back in the day. They have become one of the premier franchises in the NBA.
Greg, as you said about the Clippers, the days of finishing near the bottom every year are over. Clark, a lot of that is Doc Rivers.
Exactly. Since 2012, Kevin, they have had the third best record in the NBA. A lot of loyal fans stuck it out with the team during the dark days, and now they're reaping the fruit.
Timberwolves leading by 7. Freak kicks to Miller. Pass to Freak. They double him with Jordan. At the elbow, Pekovic. Soft touch off the glass. Pekovic has got his first points of the night.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor. You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
And the game plan is clear. Work the ball inside.
And it's working for him, Greg. You like that initiative, not settling for stuff on the perimeter.
Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Minnesota?
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
Crawford outside. Crawford missing again.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
There's Freak. In the corner, it's Martin. Offline with his 3.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Now here is Martin. Following the miss by Lance Stevenson, and he gets it to go.
And really, that's what built the early lead here. Killer shooting from beyond.
And the defense needs to recognize that and get to the shooters. It's imperative that they get a hand up.
Now here's Crawford. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Minnesota leading by 13. Here's Freak. Outside for Martin. And the pass to Miller. Freak with it. He picked up 36 points in the last one against Phoenix.
You know, and in watching that game, he did a really nice job of passing the basketball, scoring, and setting up his teammates.
They're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. That won't get it.
Not at all, Clark. You rarely see a team surrender points this easily. They have got to do better.
And that one's good by Stevenson.
Even double team, he had the vision to see the open man.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by 13. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And DeAndre Jordan not a focal point offensively for this team, but as a defender, he understands he can make a big difference.
I'm not really a big scorer for our team, but that's not my job. My job is to defend and rebound for our team. And, I've accepted my role, and I feel like I'm, excelling in my role.
Jordan, a man who knows what his job is, and he likes his job, Clark, and does it very, very well. He is excelling.
Yeah, he is. He may not be the NBA's Defensive Player of the Year, but he is certainly the...
Look on the floor for Minnesota. The Clippers also changing it up. And Stevenson's checked in for Pierce. Crawford comes in for J.J. Redick. And it's Rivers in for Paul. Freak in at shooting guard. Garnett out there with Muhammad. And it's Andre Miller. And it's Pekovic in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Clippers trail by 20.
And Andre Miller, what a virtuoso floor general. He has been by far the career leader in assists among active players. Over 1,000 more assists than the next guy on the list, which is Chris Paul.
Griffin sets the screen for Stevenson. Just 4 to shoot.
And Lance Stevenson really couldn't find minutes in Charlotte last season. Ended up sitting out a lot of games as a DNP CD. Not the start he wanted with the new team.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
Boy, they're really battling, guys. Not sitting back, being aggressive, attacking when they have the chance. I like that.
Man, I like their approach to the game right now. There's tremendous aggression on both ends, putting the onus on the officials. I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
And for Stevenson, to his credit, he took the benching in stride. He knew he just wasn't a good fit at times.
Yeah, and his coach, Steve Clifford, was upfront about it, and I thought did a nice job handling that. Clifford said he wanted Stevenson as a Hornet, but just couldn't find a unit with which to make it work.
Rivers kicks to Crawford. It's through for a second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
All right, target setter coming out of the corner.
And now let's take a look at a very well-rounded group of players. Shooting guards who can rebound with the big boys. Freak, third.
And these are sort of your do-it-all guys. I mean, even if rebounding isn't necessarily a priority for shooting guards, it's still something that helps your team get wins.
Absolutely. When your 2-guard can squeeze the orange like that, as each of these players on that list can, it can be a major X factor for you.
He makes his 10th basket of the night from the field. He has missed on 3 this game only.
Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
And Stevenson kicks to Crawford. Passes it to Griffin. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter. And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
They double-team Griffin, and the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. Miller against Rivers. Crawford outside.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
Freak with it. Now Smith defending. Pekovic with a screen.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Now here's Freak. Covered by Smith. Just 5 to shoot. Pulls it up. And it's Freak missing. Clippers trail by 21. They get a hand on it. Fades away. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there. Minnesota's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Pekovic dishes to Freak, and he gets it to go. Freak's got 28. The Clippers have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. Crawford sets the pick here for Stevenson. From 12 feet out, and that one hits back iron.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Garnett with a screen on Rivers. 1:29 left here in the second. Pekovic, good. And Miller gets the assist. Miller's got 3 assists now in this one.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And that one's good. Griffin.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Suns played some outstanding basketball. He finished with 36 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. It was a performance for the ages, and one that will have the whole league talking.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those hot streaks can last for days, and I'm sure they'll be feeding him the basketball, hoping he's still got that mojo working.
Well, they ought to. I mean, when you got a thoroughbred like him, I think you got to ride him for as long as he'll carry you.
Los Angeles has gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. On the wing, Stevenson. Let's go. Garnett grabs the board. Garnett's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Freak. Drilled it right as the clock hit all 0.
Wow, what a clutch shot. He's got nerves of steel.
Woo! Gotta have big-time nerves to hit a shot like that at the buzzer.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Minnesota on top, opening up a huge gap. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Certainly good numbers from you shooting the ball in the first half. What has been your approach on offense?
Same approach as always. Give me the ball, let me do my thing. Sometimes guys on our team or a coach try to overthink things. It's simple. Just get the ball to your natural score. Make sure you don't trip on yourself when you're getting out the way.
Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you.
Yeah, send him in. Cece.
Hey, how are you?
Good to see you again.
My pleasure.
Freak. Great game last night.
That's what I do, right?
Indeed, have a seat. Pagnotti.
How you doing?
Thought you'd be selling used cars by now.
Funny, comedian. I thought you would have invested in some new clothes, being a team owner and all. I see you still rocking that Goodwill look.
Freak, what are you hanging around with this guy for? You know he's bad company, right?
Got no choice. He helps me pay the bills. Plus, our mother loves him.
Thank you all for coming by on such short notice. So you know why we're here, right?
Not really.
You want to negotiate an extension for Freak, right?
Well, since you mentioned it. Your client is quickly becoming a liability for this organization.
We've already put a plan in place that's going to address all your concerns and issues.
Let me finish. Thank you. Myself, the front office, and the coaches are not satisfied with the adjustments you've made in your life off the court. I personally warned you about the company you keep, and we're fed up with the late nights and showing up late to shoot-arounds and the bad press and the incident at the nightclub. I told you Vic was going to be your downfall, and I was right. Something has to change now, or we're not going to need your services any longer.
If this is about that Twitter stuff, Vic was playing. Okay, it was a joke.
It's not about that. It's everything.
Like I told you before, Vic is my best friend. I can't just cut him off. He's practically family.
Not really. What exactly are you trying to say?
I'm not trying to say anything, Dom. I'm saying it. Freak and his friend Vic are a problem for me and this organization. And I called you in here to figure out how we all together can fix this problem. And right now, I'm only seeing one solution.
I agree that Freak may need to make some adjustments in his personal life off the court, but that's a learning process. We both know that. But this almost sounds like a threat. And Dom Pagnotti doesn't take too kindly to threats. Is this a threat?
Call it what you will.
We all know that Vic is... Yvette.
And we show you what's to come in 2016. Tune in now. You are one of the players that they TV, we have an interactive special where you guys have a chance to win tons of easy, and we show you what's to come in 2016. Tune in now. You are one of the players that they say is the toughest to challenge in 2K.
To be honest,
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll be watching the Houston Rockets playing against the Nets in Brooklyn. And for Brooklyn, they haven't forgotten the fact that this team swept them last year in the regular season. This is a game they had circled going in. And guys, we'll get to see Freak play in this one. He was one of the bigger names in college.